A starship, starcraft or interstellar spacecraft is a theoretical spacecraft designed for traveling between planetary systems, as opposed to a vehicle designed for orbital spaceflight or interplanetary travel. The term is mostly found in science fiction, because such craft have never been constructed. Some cite the first use of the word in Oahspe, a new Bible, whilst the Voyager and Pioneer probes have traveled into local interstellar space. The purpose of these unmanned craft was specifically interplanetary, and they are not predicted to reach another star system. Several preliminary designs for starships have been undertaken through exploratory engineering, using feasibility studies with modern technology, a technology thought likely to be available in the near future. In April 2016, scientists announced Breakthrough Starship, a breakthrough initiatives program, to develop a proof-of-concept fleet of small centimeter-sized light-sail spacecraft, named Starship, capable of making the journey to Alpha Centauri, the nearest extrasolar star system, at speeds of 20% and 15% of the speed of light, taking between 20 and 30 years to reach the star system, respectively, and about 4 years to notify Earth of a successful arrival. Research to travel between stars in a reasonable time using rocket-like technology requires very high effective exhaust velocity jet, and enormous energy to power this, such as might be provided by fusion power or antimatter. There are very few scientific studies that investigate the issues in building a starship. Some examples of this include Project Orion, mostly manned interplanetary spacecraft; Project Daedalus, unmanned interstellar probe; Project Longshot, unmanned interstellar probe; Project Icarus, unmanned interstellar probe; 100-year Starship, manned interstellar craft. See interstellar probes, interstellar travel. The Buzzard ramjet is an idea to use nuclear fusion of interstellar gas to provide propulsion, examined in an October 1973 issue of Analog. The Ensman Starship proposed using a 12,000-ton ball of frozen deuterium to power thermonuclear-powered pulse propulsion units, twice as long as the Empire State Building and assembled in orbit. The proposed spacecraft would be part of a larger project preceded by interstellar probes and telescopic observation of target star systems. The NASA Breakthrough Propulsion Physics program was a professional scientific study examining advanced spacecraft propulsion systems. Theoretical types. A common literary device is to posit a faster-than-light propulsion system that travel through hyperspace. Although some starships may be outfitted for centuries-long journeys of slower-than-light travel, other designs posit a way to boost the ship to near light speed, allowing relatively quick travel to nearer stars. This results in a general categorization of the kinds of starships: sleeper, which put the passengers into stasis during a long trip. This includes cryonics-based systems that freeze passengers for the duration of the journey. Generation, where the destination will be reached by descendants of the original passengers. Relativistic, taking advantage of time dilation at close to light speeds, so long trips will seem much shorter. Faster than light, which can move between places very quickly. Fictional elements. Certain common elements are found in most fiction that discusses starships. Slower-than-light fiction that discusses slower-than-light starships is relatively rare, since the time scale is of so long. Instead of describing the interaction with the outside world, those fictions tend to focus on setting the whole story within the world of the starship during its long travels. Sometimes the starship is a world, in perception a reality. Faster than light travel at velocities greater than the speed of light is impossible according to the known laws of physics, although apparent FDL is not excluded by general relativity. The Alcubierre drive provides a theoretical way of achieving FDL, although it requires negative mass, which has not yet been discovered. Nevertheless, Harold G. White at NASA had designed the White-Jude warp field interferometer to detect a microscopic instance of a warping of spacetime according to the Alcubierre drive. Fictional examples. The following is a listing of some of the most widely known vessels in various science fiction franchises. The most prominent cultural use and one of the earliest common uses of the term starship was in Star Trek, the original series. Individual ships. This list is not exhaustive. Andromeda Ascendant, Moya, Heart of Gold, HMS Fearless, Liberator, NSEA Protector, Jupiter 2, Red Dwarf, Scorpio, Asuliko, TARDIS, White Star, Yamato, UNSC Infinity, High Charity, Axiom, SSV Normandy, Hyperion, USG Ishimura, Battlestar Galactica, SDF-1 Macross. Groups of ships: Star Trek ships, US Defiant, US Enterprise, US Voyager. Stargate ships, Star Wars ships, Star Destroyer, X-Wing Fighter, Millennium Falcon. Battlestar Galactica ships, Battlestar Galactica.